It is time for relationship, and joining me to do this is Isaac Odugbeson, the founder of Very Single Lagosians, Pear and Bubblegum Health, a cultural innovator and strategic marketing expert with over a decade of experience building engaging, purpose-driven brands and communities across Nigeria. Now, Isaac has worked with major brands in all sectors in Nigeria with his core mission centered on inclusion, trust, and youth empowerment. Today, he's here to discuss with us dirty money, dirty love, how reckless hustling and sugar culture damage relationships. I really find this topic interesting. Well, how are you doing?
I'm well.
My guy,
I'm well. I'm well. I like the way you're saying all these things about me. I'm like, that's me.
I feel to include the heartbreak expert thing in it.
Well, you should.
Because you haven't still defended this whole heartbreak expert, because there are a lot of people out there that their hearts keep breaking every day. What have you done? Well,
I think about 3-4 days ago, I was building, because I also do like some stuff in air. I was building a product called Breakup Buddy. Breakup Buddy. Trying to people that are going through, it will soon be out, don't worry. If you get your heartbreak, you can just chat it up and it'll let you know what to do.
And just in case it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, I know who to drag later.
Excuse me, I'll delete my number from my phone.
you cannot. Okay, let's talk about this topic, dirty money, dirty love. Yeah. So how do we define dirty money when it comes to relationships nowadays? How do you define that when it comes to the context of love? Well,
I think it's from both spectrums. Like I always say, I don't like to always move to one gender. I like to say that from male and then female. Okay. I think Nigeria is the most culprit in this. Okay. Based on statistics or what you know? I mean, I'm talking about the scam culture. I'm talking about the sugar daddy culture. Okay, why did you have to say the sugar daddy? Very simple. Sugar daddy. So I think Nigeria is the most culprit, and I think that there's a larger effect on relationships and how people get to communicate and get to live their lives when they have that infusion inside them. And my major concern is always when money is being demystified and then you don't value the process of getting it. And this is not to say that you're not allowed to have a big blow or and that makes sense. But if you are in a place where you are constantly trying to get a quick rich scheme, and quick rich scheme, not luck about running a content business. But going through this means to trying to scam somebody, trying to get a sugar daddy, that's okay. I understand that people have different. That's not okay, to be honest. But people have different things and all. But however, one of the most important things is what then happens after. Right? How do you recover from that? Okay. Right? How do you raise kids? How do you raise a family? Does this bring distrust? If you're used to somebody giving you 50 million naira and go holidays in Monaco and all, if you get to my boyfriend or your husband and now says, like, baby, give me 2 million, it's like, I would. But give me to the end of the month, and like, like normally, if I was still in Shogo day, if I was still in the street, I would have gotten this quickly. So these things tell. Yeah. And that's why what happens is that. So it's not about what you do; it's because it's then about what it makes you become. Because you're exposed to that lifestyle. Even for scam people, there's no delayed gratification on how to properly grow a business. You lose trust. A lot of scam people don't have trust. You don't have trust. They do, I beg, I can't do this, So it's because this is what this thing turns you into, and it's bad for relationships. Okay, now, because you spoke about the fact that people want to get rich quickly, right? So for some people, they've probably tried different means to getting money, and it looks like it's not coming. And there are times when some people are generally just on their own. Yeah. And these things come to them. Yeah. These so-called sugar daddies, sugar mommies are the ones who are interested in them. Yeah. And they come to meet them and they express whatever feelings that they have. Yeah. And they even tell them the kind of agreements they want at the end of the day. And it is tempting. We shouldn't lie. It is really, really tempting. When you see somebody who is really influenced, who can take you from here up to here. Yeah. How do you not fall into this kind of temptation? Because we're talking about a lot of money. This is somebody that can take you from here to here, from grass to grace kind of story. And at the end of the day, they will say, small girl, big God. Yeah. Small boy, big God. Yeah. So how do you try not to? Because it is really tempting, Isaac. I agree. But I think it's about essence and knowing your whys. Yeah. Like I always say, I don't think that's peculiar to that set of people alone. Yes. I think in life generally, if you're working in this organization, at some point you're exposed to a lot of things, and you have a choice to go and meet accounting and wind them and steal money, but you will not do that. You see what I mean? Okay. It's about essence and it's about whys. So when you say people are going through stuff, I think it's the entire populace that are trying to make ends meet. If you run a business, if you work a 9 to 5, I remember when I started working, I would wake up 5 a.m. every day, and I used to live in Shangotedo and do a bus to VI, right, for work every morning, back and forth like that. Sometimes I get home 11 p.m., but it's time. So these things will work. So I think values, and I understand, a lot of people go through different phases. I'm not judging, right? I understand
No judgment zone.
No judgment zone. But I'm just saying from where, my opinion, from where I stand, is what it makes you become. So how to stay afloat is stick to your values, know your whys, know that it's like you taking chocolate and you're diabetic.
And you know that it's bad for you.
It's bad for you. It changes your mind. And from the general statistics of what happens is that what then happens is when you start with one person, you can't stop. It's hard to stop. It's hard to
stick to one person.
Yeah.
It has to stick.
No, it's not about sticking to one person. It's like you get a big God now, and something happens, and you're at the mercy of that person. Yeah. I don't like to be at the mercy of anybody. I don't know, even if it's a client. So these things happen to everybody. So in my business also, I can have a client that can be very toxic, and if I am assing, right, and doing, I'll get this, and then when the guy leaves me, I'm nobody. No, that's not how to run a proper life. Again, no judgment zone. These things happen, right? However, your question was, how do you take away, stick to your whys, know your values. Your values are important to you.
Okay, so quickly before we end this conversation for today, so for people who have been in it and they want to start a proper life with their spouse, how do they now not let all of that sway them from becoming a better person or a better spouse or husband to whoever they have? Because it's really important. It's something you've been doing before, and now you want to stick to one person. You want to teach your children not to probably take on what you have done in the past. How do you do that?
It's always a hard journey, but you have to do the work. The major problem is not about sticking to one person. Sticking to one person has nothing to do with sugar daddy or scam or whatever. It's who you are. The main issue is the demystification of wealth. What happens to you when wealth is being demystified and you see it as nothing anymore, and then you can do anything. You don't understand the gratification. So I think that the person would then need to work on themselves and ready to do the work, right? It's repentance. You understand? So you work with the journey, have understanding partners. It's okay that you have been there before. And quite frankly, like you said, the pressure is enormous, right? Especially for women. You know, you find, I tell people that what men face in their 30s, women have started since their 18th. You understand? What men in their 31 start to feel like with lots of emotional money, I can now approach girls, I'm now becoming the spec. Women has always been the spec since 18 years old. And so from their not cousins, right? From their teachers to everybody, lecturers, everybody has been trying to say, you have something that you can get in exchange for something from me.
Thank you so much, Isaac. I think that you've done justice to this, and whoever is probably watching, you know that it's really not the answer to a lot of things, but if you've been there and you want to change, you definitely know what to do. Thank you so much, Isaac. Thank you so much. With this, let's go on a short break. The show continues. It is still Wake Up Nigeria.